Welcome to the Jagman Podcast. It is February 12th, 2017. I got Freddie H with me. Freddie, how's it going?
Not too bad, Jag.
So happy birthday.
Oh, thank you.
So I had to talk to you about this one. I know you watched it last night. I watched it last night. What were your thoughts about Golden State Warriors visiting the Oklahoma City Thunder?
I was kind of maybe disappointed. I kind of figured they're going to be on Durant, but not to the extent that they were.
Oh, for sure, yeah. No.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Well, so is it like the thing is, I discussed earlier. It was a very you could cut the tension with a knife.
Oh, for sure.
And so it's just kind of like, okay, they shouldn't have called him a cupcake, and the words that they said were just like, I obviously can't say this on the air, but his mom was there. Did you know that?
Oh yeah, I read her article too.
Yeah, so it's just like she had to witness all this stuff said about her son just because he went to another team. So
Precisely.
yeah, no, it's very saddening because he give back to the community for that tornado. Like, he donated a bunch of money to Red Cross too, right?
Kevin Durant, over the years, has given back to the Oklahoma City area more than I think anybody off that team.
Yeah, no, like, he's totally helped out the community and whatnot. He's actually taken them to the finals where they lost to nobody's favorite LeBron James, but that's another story for another time.
Yeah, that was Miami.
Yeah, Miami in 2012. So, like, he's done a lot for that community and for a lot for that franchise, and
For sure.
to be treated like that, I don't think that was fair at all.
I watched his interview at the end of the game.
Yeah.
And he was a real mad about it. He said, "Oh well, that's the way it goes," and he shook it off.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He had a lot of class.
Yeah, for sure, right? And the thing is, the part of me, like, I get how trash talking works and whatnot, but with Russell Westbrook, it's just kind of like you're shaking your head because, like, he says he's all about the win, but is he really about the win? Is he really about the win though?
I think he's about Russell Westbrook.
Yeah, exactly. So it's just like with Russell Westbrook, like, how many triples doubles does he have? But his team is still seventh place, just barely clinging on to seventh place too.
Exactly.
So,
and no one person, no one basketball player, no matter how good you are, is going to win anything when you're by yourself and you play the way he does. Let me finish. Over the years, I was blaming Scott Brooks for the way the Oklahoma City played in the playoffs. They just didn't work the ball, I thought. And then they get rid of Harden because he was coming down the floor and shooting. Westbrook is coming down the floor and shooting. Kuro Durant was starting to do the same thing, even though he was, I think, a little more rounded thing.
Yeah.
Around the basketball. And then when Kevin Durant couldn't win anymore, just him and Westbrook, and he also lost Ibaka and Waiters, right? It wasn't just
Waiters, yeah.
Waiters, yeah. That wasn't just Kevin Durant leaving, but I think my personal thought is Kevin Durant and Westbrook were buddies, but Westbrook was all those 8 years or 7 years they were together was trying to up manship over to Durant. He thought that's his team, and it really wasn't. Now it is his team, and it doesn't really seem to be working.
It's not working at all for the guy. Like, and the thing I don't get is, okay, so Sam Presti, general manager of the Oklahoma City Thunder, I don't know what in the world he's thinking. He paid Russell Westbrook $29 million per season. He paid Steven Adams $20 million. He paid Victor Oladipo, 25 mil per. So how much is that? That's
quite a bit. That's a 75 mil almost.
for three guys who are barely making the seventh place in the Western Conference.
Yep.
That's insane. So where's your bench?
The bench is non-existent.
Exactly. Non-existent. So, in your opinion, because they are sitting in seventh place right now, they're about actually, they got a comfortable lead. This eighth place is Denver Nuggets, so it's safe to say they will make the playoffs.
It looks that way. It looks that way. They're 7 games ahead of Nuggets.
So, as it sits right now, they're in seventh place, and the Spurs are in the second, because we both know Warriors are not giving up the first place. So
yeah, they'll be first.
Spurs versus Thunder in the first round. Who do you have?
Best of 5 gone.
Best of 5.
I think 5 games are out.
Really? You think Thunder are actually going to win a game in that one?
Yeah, they'll win a game at home.
What about Denver Nuggets versus the against the Warriors?
Well, that could be 4 straight.
Yeah. So I got a broom right here. So just let me know when to sweep. So Houston Rockets versus the Memphis Grizzlies. Who do you got there? That's a tough one.
Be a little closer.
Yeah, that's a really good one.
Memphis is no pushover.
No, not a chance.
And Houston's not either. So that's gonna be close. I don't know who that picked. I'd have to wait till towards the end.
Well, you know what? It's just Memphis is really tough, especially down low.
Yeah.
So
with Randolph and
Marcus Hall.
Yeah, they're pretty good in there. And Gasol now is making 3-pointers.
Yeah, he's opening up the perimeter. He's actually doing fairly well. What about the Jazz and the Clippers? I want to see this one.
Well, Clippers, there's some teams in this NBA I don't like, and Clippers are one of them.
Same.
Or I don't know what I like. Their coach. I just don't like their style somehow or other. I don't like Griffin too much. I don't know. I don't like them. I cheer against them.
So is it safe to say that you call them the Los Angeles Complainers?
I don't like them. But hey, we talked about Oklahoma City. Now I want to talk a bit about those goofy Raptors.
Okay, yeah.
You pick.
Oh my
Detroit
God!
Today, and I thought, we'll see. Same as on Wednesday, I guess, when they played Minnesota. Same scenario. I watched the game. I sat there, 16 points ahead. I'm going, oh well, maybe they'll. Oh my God! It's the same thing. As soon as it starts getting close, they just go to Lowry and DeRozan, and they get double teamed, and they take stupid shots and lose. Huh?
You were right. Detroit actually won. I was like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Like,
I had given up. I said, oh well. Here's another. I'm kind of a goof nut anyway. I listen to the games. I pay attention. I like basketball, but I can't for the life of me put up with the Raptors game-by-play announcers. That stupid Jack Armstrong and that Matty D. I can't handle them two guys. I just can't handle it. I've turned the thing on mute many times instead of listening to them two jokers.
Well,
they're like adolescent little kids. Jack, they're and Matty D. Every time the Raptors make a 3-pointer, some Pickering or Oshawa or somewhere else, they're shooting it. Just bugs me.
Well,
you know what I mean?
No, I totally get what you mean. Like, I actually call them the Toronto Craptors, right?
I'll tell you, they're losing fans because I'm for the last couple of 3 years I was pretty good. They're Canadians. I figured, I'll cheer for it. Not anymore.
Well, you know what?
Them two jokers.
I told everybody, it's LeBron James in the East always, right? So if you want to beat LeBron James, you have to up your team. And so far, they have not done that. Like, can you honestly tell me Damari Carroll was a good pickup? No, not a chance.
He played pretty good today, but I'll tell you, towards the end of the games, all these guys are non-existent. I don't know where they go.
I think they choke quite a bit, especially like last year. They choked so much.
Yeah.
And it's just kind of like, okay, there's another thing. Example of Oklahoma City Thunder 2, okay? Why in the hell would you pay DeMar DeRozan $29 million per season?
I guess he's Toronto's best player.
Is Toronto's best player, but the thing is now you're coming up with Kyle Lowry as a free agent at the end of the year. Now what are you going to pay him?
You're gonna well, I'm not. I think Lowry is. I think he likes Toronto. I think he'd stay there.
No, I'm sure he would stay there, but the thing is, okay, so
I think
he's gonna make.
You think he's worth the same? You think he's worth the same as DeRozan?
No, not a chance.
I don't think so either.
No, but the thing is, you know how guys with money get, right? Oh, okay, yeah. DeRozan's gonna get 29. Well, I feel I should deserve 27 or something, and like all these teams have to take into consideration that they got 12 other guys to pay.
Yeah.
And so, like, okay, with the Cavs, their total is $127 million. That's unbelievable.
Yeah.
It's like you're paying a guy, J.R. Smith, $15 million a year, right? J.R. Smith, $15 a minute.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable. So, okay, in the East, we're looking at the next three questions are pretty easy here. If the playoffs started today, it'd be the Cavs versus the Pistons. Who do you got?
Between who?
The Cavs versus the Pistons. And just a quick question: do you have?
No, that would be Cavs for sure. Pistons are, I don't know. They looked okay against Toronto, but Cavs aren't Toronto. Did you hear anything today about the Cavs picking up Derek Williams?
Yeah, they picked him up a couple days ago, and the funny thing is, they picked him up. Pat Riley waived him. And the thing with Pat Riley is he hates the Cavs because LeBron James went there, right?
Yeah.
And so the problem with that is in the past he had a deal, but when he found out that it was a three-way deal and the Cavs would get some of his players, he nixed the deal because he hates LeBron James that much, and so he wouldn't have waived Derek Williams had he known that he was going to go to the Cavs. But the thing with Derek Williams is every team he goes on, he plays well for the first 10 games, and then he just disappears.
Yeah.
He was on the Sacramento Kings, the Knicks, the Heat, every single one. He played very well in the first 10 games, and then all of a sudden he just gives up. Weird.
Yeah, well, no, I can mention a lot of sports where that happens.
Yeah, exactly. He pulled out Andrew McGillney, right? You play for the contract year, and then you're done, pretty much.
Yeah.
So you say the Cavs versus Pistons. You got the Cavs. What about the Celtics? What about the Celtics versus the Bulls?
Celtics.
Oh wow. Yeah. Oh, actually, never.
I think they'll take them, and I think Washington will beat whoever they play.
Washington versus Indiana. Washington's pretty good this year. After the first 10 games, they were just like, "What the hell happened?"
Yeah. They're one of the better ones now.
So the next one is Toronto versus Atlanta.
That's going to be tough. Toronto over the years has had pretty good record against Atlanta.
Yeah.
Who did Atlanta get when they traded Korver?
Oh, they got what was his name again? He used
did you get a draft pick?
No, they got a draft pick, and they got he played for the Bulls. Mike Dunleavy. Remember him?
Oh, right. He's okay.
Yeah. He's actually doing fairly well in Atlanta because
he will.
Atlanta's got a pretty good coach.
Playmaker.
Yeah, Atlanta's got a pretty good coach, so he knows what to do with them.
an old Spurs coach.
Yeah, yeah. It was funny because anyone that plays for Popovich is actually
Yeah,
fairly well because they know the system, right?
you can see it. You can see the Warriors because of Steve Kerr.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, totally. Did you happen to see any of the highlights today?
Well, a few, just a little while ago on the Sportsnet.
Did you see Buddy Hield grab DeMarcus Cousins by the groin?
No, I didn't see
I was
that.
like, what the hell kind of... I thought this is basketball, man. I was like, okay, well, something's going on here. That guy's got to get suspended for the next 3 or 4 games. That's unheard of. But
Well, that game is still going on when I start talking to you, I think.
yeah, no, it's about like 2 minutes left in the fourth, and
Okay, yeah.
Sacramento's up 101-93. So I'm pretty sure they're going to close that one off.
That's Sacramento, huh?
Yeah. Minnesota killed Chicago Bulls.
Oh, you said that.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But
You
another one
predicted that one.
that I was wrong was I thought San Antonio was going to beat the Knicks.
Well, the Knicks, I've seen parts of that game, and it was quite a bit of bad play by San Antonio, and really good play by the Knicks.
So, like, obviously you heard about Charles Oakley and him getting
Oh,
banned.
yeah, I've seen that happening during the game.
That's unbelievable. Like,
Yeah.
something's wrong with that James Dolan guy. He just does not flat out like the guy.
I still don't know why they kicked him out.
I
There was
think
no real.
it's just they said that James Dolan saw him, and then like a minute later, security came and tried to escort Oakley out of the building.
It was really, really weird. I don't know either. There was no explanation for it. I know what Oakley said. I wasn't drunk, and I'm not on drugs. I know that.
Yeah, because he called him an alcoholic. I was like, what the hell?
Yeah.
This guy's not an alcoholic. I honestly don't know. Like,
Anyway, I think that's just a personal thing between them two.
yeah, exactly. So,
But that's something like that is embarrassing for an organization. I don't care. This Oakley was one of the good players for the Knicks.
well, so here's the thing. I was going to bring this up to you. Why would any free agent want to go to the New York Knicks or the Oklahoma City Thunder and what transpired in the last week for both organizations?
I don't think they will,
I was
unless they get millions of dollars.
well, it's just with the Knicks, it's kind of like I'm hearing stuff like James Dolan hires spies to spy on the players and to see if that they're talking about them. I'm like, what the hell is this? And so it's just kind of like, then you got Phil Jackson as a general manager who tweets more than Donald Trump and talking about, his best player is not worth it or something like that.
Yeah,
It just,
he should.
I don't know.
Well, he's just a GM, isn't he, Jackson?
Yeah, he's just a GM. So
He should go back down to coaching.
yeah, he should, but I guess he doesn't like it. Something's wrong with his hip. I guess he had hip surgery or something,
Okay.
and so he just doesn't want to coach anymore. But for God's sakes, he makes $11 million per season doing that job, if not 12.
Jackson?
Yeah. So what?
Well, I guess I keep doing it too.
What does he actually do?
I don't know. He hasn't improved the team like a lot.
No. I honestly don't know. Well, you pay Joe Kim Noah $20 million per season. He's done.
He can't even shoot ball shots. I've seen him miss the entire backboard. Right?
Yeah, exactly. I don't know.
God.
I don't get it. But let's talk trade rumors here. I'm hearing Jahlil Okafor off the Philadelphia 76ers is going to go. Is pretty much he's done as a 76er. They're going to trade him. It's either between the Bulls and the New Orleans Pelicans. So
I've heard something about that too.
they're saying that he is just like an old time center, and the game's evolved so much that it's no longer relevant to have him on like as a top center. Do you buy into that?
I don't think so.
No.
I think the only thing that's really changed in the game is most teams don't use the center guy anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
They work the ball for 3-pointers instead of work the ball for layups by centers like they used to for Shaquille and Bill Russell, Chamberlain. They were all work the ball and dunk it. Not anymore.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's small ball mostly, to be honest with you.
Yeah, they put up 6'3" guys instead of 7-footers. Well, Toronto's kind of they sort of had the right idea, but I don't know.
So if you were the Toronto GM, what would you do?
But I thought he was a pretty good GM.
No, man. I mean, like, what?
I don't think. I'll tell you what I didn't like. I didn't like him getting Carroll. I don't know what the hell.
No, that was a bad pickup. That was a bad pickup.
And then that guy just came back. That
Jared Solinger.
He's useless.
Ever since they got him.
Why did they get him?
Ever since he came back, they just continue to slide.
Well, they already played him lately, but they were putting him in to start a couple of games. They're going, Jesus.
Yeah, they really need to waive that guy.
Well,
so if you were the Toronto Raptors, right, the GM, who would you trade? You got to make a shakeup. You got to make a shakeup here.
You mean like to strengthen a team up right now?
Yeah.
Well, I think they're good in the center. Let me see. I'd get rid of the guy we're talking about, Bontemps guys, but who's going to want him?
Well, I can tell you one thing. No one's going to take that contract. It's $29 million per season.
Oh, no.
It's pretty much like you cannot move that contract.
The Toronto, for whatever reason, Toronto Raptors for the first I watched most of their games. So for the first half, they're not a bad team. And the third quarter is kind of and in the fourth quarter, goodbye. And they revert to the Oklahoma City style when they're behind, is rush the ball up the floor and shoot.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I did that again today.
So,
any team that does that is, in my opinion, it may as well play basketball. Basketball is a 5-man game.
Okay, so speaking of that, if I was the GM, I'd trade Kyle Lowry.
Maybe not. He's a crybaby for one.
Yeah.
But they have to get who for him? They need another point guard.
So
or they're going to just leave what's his name? Joseph. Joseph's pretty good, but he's starting to be a little bit of one man too. I noticed.
You know what he is? He's a spot up shooter, right? So like he's a spot up shooter, and like these guys barely move the ball, right? If you want the style of play that Golden State Warriors are doing, you can't have a guy like Kyle Lowry.
No, hell no. They hang on to the ball too long.
Exactly. So
and he takes his hook shot.
I would honestly get you know that Spanish guard off the Lakers, Marcellus H something.
You know, I hardly follow the Lakers. They're sitting there down there so low. I can't pay attention to them.
Yeah,
I know they're your team.
Yeah, no. You know, I'm a realist. I know they suck this year, but the thing is, it's pretty bad. But the thing is, that one Spanish guard is proven that if you guys stick him in a game, he's just gonna pass the ball, which is what you need, right? So like I was watching a documentary on Shaq. And Shaq said the best player he ever played with, he loved playing with Jason Williams. Remember that guy? Jay Will? Yeah. They asked him, why do you like playing with that guy so much? He goes, he fed me the ball every time, and every time I dunked it. He goes, he didn't care about scoring. He didn't care about shooting. he said when Shaq wanted the ball, boom, he gave it to him. Because
Mm-hmm.
think about it, Shaq was a menace in the paint,
Oh yeah.
right? And so if Shaq knew that he can make the bucket, he's gonna put his hand out, and Jay will pass it every single time.
Yeah.
So you need an assist man. Guys like Kyle Lowry, Russell Westbrook, Derrick Rose, all they do is they score first and then they pass later,
Yeah.
right? So you need the opposite of that. You need like a guy that's going to dish out 12 assists a game, like Chris Paul. Chris Paul gets a lot of assists, right?
Yeah.
And so Chris Paul is a free agent. And before this whole James Dolan thing happened, there was a rumor that said, okay, because Melo and Derrick Rose are friends, that Melo was going to try to recruit Chris Paul to the Knicks. Now, ever since this James Dolan thing, who the hell wants to go to the Knicks? Nobody.
No. Not
Right?
at this point.
Exactly. So you need that kind of point guard. And like if your team sucks and you're not moving the ball, then the number one person to blame is your point guard, the quarterback of that
right.
team.
Well, you know, Westbrook's stats are very impressive.
Yeah, totally.
You know
I agree.
what I'm saying? Like as far as the whole works of it, the rebound, the triple doubles. Okay, that's very, very impressive. But what the hell is it proving?
Nothing.
That's what I like to know. You know, it doesn't mean a thing.
Nothing.
Do you remember? Do you remember when Jordan first came up?
Yeah.
Well, maybe you don't. I do. For the Bulls,
Yeah,
he was scoring 50, 60 points a game.
exactly.
Really, as a rook, you know, just first couple of years in Chicago. But I remember one series they drew Boston with Celtics, and the Celtics said, I think Bill Russell was coaching, or I think he was playing. I'm not sure, but
Yeah.
whoever was coaching the Celtics said, "We're not double teaming Jordan. Let him score as many points as he wants. We'll keep the other four down." And they swept him 4 straight.
Wow.
You know, really, I remember that plain as day. And he was getting 63 points to 58. Jordan.
Uh huh.
And then they got Scottie Pippen. And then I said, "Oh, they need a center." They got that redhead guy. I can't remember his name.
Luke Longley.
God.
He's from Australia, right?
He was left. I think he was left-handed too.
I think it was Luke Longley, the only redhead.
I mean, yeah, he was lefty, and he was kind of redhead.
Yeah, that's the guy.
Well, they got him, and just enough to work the ball a bit.
Yeah.
And then they got that stupid Dennis Rodman for rebounding, and they win. You know, with his different colored hair every day.
Man, that guy was weird, man. Like I love the way he played, but like I just got weirded out the second he came out in a wedding dress. I was like, what the hell is this?
He's the most weirdest guy.
Off the court, yeah, totally off the court.
And now he's buddy with the North Korean president. No, really.
I have no
So
idea.
what's that say?
Yeah, exactly, right. No, but yeah, no, it's kind of like, I honestly don't know what to expect this upcoming season. Speaking of Oklahoma City Thunder, how do you think he's gonna react knowing that his teammate is gonna be 4 Golden State Warrior players in the All-Star game, Russell Westbrook?
I don't know.
That's something to
I
think
have
about.
no idea.
That's something to think about.
We'll have to wait and see till All-Star game.
Yeah, exactly, right.
I mean, I would think that Westbrook's going to be starting with them.
Yeah, for sure.
Is he not?
No, actually, he didn't even get voted in for the starters.
Oh, Westbrook never?
No, he's a
Well, who's starting then?
It's well, that's the thing. Like, this is the stupidest thing in the world because it's voted by the players and whatnot. Zaza
players?
Yeah.
Or the fans?
Players and the fans. Zaza Pachulia is going to start as a center.
Oh,
I know, right?
that's ridiculous.
I've never seen that. Zaza Pachulia. Just think about it. This guy, like, what is the average? 5 points a game?
Maybe.
If that, eh?
Maybe.
No, it's just...
Look at that.
yeah, exactly, right? But, do you buy this whole Melo to Cav thing? The trade?
No, I don't think he's going to go there.
No? Do you think he's going to go anywhere?
He hims and haws. I'm not really sure. He doesn't really say anything, does he? No. He just shuts up and...
Well,
I don't know.
He's on... I think it's on rumor that says that he might withhold his no trade clause. So, like, he has a no trade clause, and they would have to ask him, do you want to get traded to this team? But he has the ultimate power, right? But because Phil Jackson is being an ass to him on Twitter and won't stand up to him man to man, he's telling people, he's like, Phil Jackson will go before me, meaning that he will not get traded. So part of me thinks that he will stay in New York, but honestly, what's in New York? He's not going to win.
No.
Like, they're treating him...
I don't think he's going to leave.
No, I hope he doesn't.
I don't think he's going to leave.
Yeah, I hope he doesn't. But Fred, thanks for coming on the show today. Hope you enjoy your birthday, and that's all about the time that we have for the Jag Magnet podcast. You take it easy, Fred.
Okay, Jack. See you, or hear from me next week or whatever.
Yeah. I'll give you a shout for sure next week.
Okay, sounds good.
Take care.
Okay, bye.
Bye. Well, folks, that is all the time that we have. I'd like to thank Freddie H for coming on the show. It was a pretty good show. We talked about a lot of the things, and that's a wrap.